Could the Chicago Bears start offensive lineman Ozzy Trapilo in his rookie season at the left tackle spot? Let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. If you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Please make sure to hit the bell icon so you are notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so I got a lot of you guys asking me about this, Faiz. Do you think Ozzy's going to start in his rookie season? What do you think is going to happen here with Braxton Jones, the incumbent starter, if you will? So here are my thoughts, all right? Braxton Jones, let's start with him, all right? He's recovering from that ankle injury, and he is expected to be limited in training camp per the reports that I have read. So based off of that, you'll think that the Bears are probably going to bring him along slowly so that he doesn't, have any sort of re-injury, and probably take a cautious approach with that. But the elephant in the room is the fact that he is going to be a free agent after this upcoming season. All right, so he's going to be a UFA, unrestricted free agent, after this next season. And that is important. Why? Because Braxton Jones is going to be looking to get paid, right? And at his position, the market is always going to overpay a little bit more just because of the fact that he plays the left tackle spot. And he's a decent tackle, right? He's not terrible. He's a decent tackle, so he's probably going to get a little bit more because that's what teams do. That's what happens in free agency is you overpay. Well, Ryan Poles probably sees the writing on the wall, which is, hey, I don't know if I want to overpay for Braxton Jones, right? I just gave Joe Thuney an extension. You got Jonah Jackson. You just signed Drew Dahlman to a big deal. And then obviously, Darnell Wright is going to get extended. He's a stud at that spot. So it's like, do you want to pay everybody? You can't really. And so it's like, hey, maybe I don't want to pay Braxton Jones. And so I essentially go ahead and draft his replacement. Now, that's what Ryan Poles thought he was doing this past season in the draft when he took Kieran Amagaji. Now, I'm not out on Kieran. He could still be decent, but obviously we didn't like what we saw. And then now with Ozzy Trapilo, who could certainly play the left tackle spot, maybe he's the replacement. So I say all that to say this. If Braxton is good to go, I still do believe the Bears will start him just because he is just going to be the better player at this point with more experience and just Ozzy being a rookie. And they're going to want to do everything they can to make sure that Caleb is protected, especially on his blind side. So they're going to go with Braxton. But if there's any level of ineffectiveness or Braxton's not healthy, I think they will be more than happy to throw Ozzy in there. Man, the dude's sheer size is just going to be enough to have him be a decent, I believe, offensive lineman. And then the rest just comes down to Dan Rochar and this coaching staff, this offensive line coaching staff, working him up on his stance, on everything that he needs to do to be successful. But I really do feel like they will not be afraid to throw in Ozzy if Braxton's being ineffective or he's just not healthy. And I think Ozzy's in line over Kieran at that left tackle spot. 6'8", folks, 316 pounds. The dude's a unit. I've mentioned that before, so I totally can see that happening. But yes, when Braxton is healthy and he's effective, I think he will be the starter. But my prediction is that even if Braxton's a starter for this entire season, I don't think the Bears bring him back. I think he's going to want a lot of money, and he's going to want to test the market. And so I think we already have guys that we drafted that could potentially be his replacement. So that's how I feel about it. And look, if there's injuries, hopefully not, knocking on wood, to other spots on the offensive line, I think there's a chance Ozzy also could step in as a guard. Maybe they could look to see what he could do there and teach him that position. So I think it's flexible. But yes, I do think you will see Ozzy Trapilo potentially make some starts in his rookie season. So I'm very high on the kid, and so hopefully it's proven to be right, and I think he's going to be a stud. Let me know what you guys think about Ozzy Trapilo and whether or not he'll start in his rookie season. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.